You got like 6 months of runs and fails. And just oh, that was hype. I'm like now more. What? It says I have something to do here. Wait, what do I have to do here? Oh, that's freaking Alphino. Friggin' Alphino. Wasted a damn envelope. I have to go to a friggin'. Oh my gosh. Sorry, chat. This is just to even out all the gold I save from all the teleport offers you do mean to give me. I have to find a way to spend them somewhere else. Ah, the warrior of light returneth undimmed from the depths. By the triumphant bearing I take it thou hast succeeded in thy mission. And yet thou art alone. Full glad am I of thy safe return, but where, pray, are Master Alphinaud and Mistress Alice? Oriana's probably like, why are they covered in soot and you're not? Here, my friend, forgive us our lateness. We took the scenic route. Bahamut is no more. The realm is safe. By the heavens, look at you. What horrors your young eyes must have seen, what suffering your young bodies must have borne. Pray tell me, where are you hurt? Your wounds must needs be cleansed and dressed at once. I shall make for you a poultice which draweth out. Be at ease, my friend. We are hale and whole, I assure you. We took a few tumbles, but the worst of our hurts are healed. I believe we have grandfather to thank for that. Master Louisoix, then you met him once more. But wherefore should Bahamut's thrall seek to ease your suffering? I promise to reveal all to you in due course, dear friend. But first there is a matter which requires our immediate attention. Now that Bahamut is defeated, we deem it best to bar entry to all the fragments of Dalamud. To this end, we will convince the nation's leaders that the danger is past and invite their cooperation in ensuring that the fragments are never again disturbed. A moment, sister. You need not burden yourself with this task. Rianger and I will more than suffice. Might you not take this opportunity to rest? The gods know you have earned it. But I am fine, brother. Besides, you have been through as much as I have. Oh, I see now. You would play your game of diplomacy. Diplomacy, and wish me out of the way. No, Naught could be further from the truth, Alice. My lady, 'tis my earnest belief that your brother hath your best interests at heart. You have more than done your part, and he desireth but to relieve you of a burden he might easily bear alone. I have some experience treating with dignitaries, you must allow, and as you never fail to remind me of my fondness for diplomacy, I feel it only right that I remind you of your aversion to it. Then it is settled. Orianger, pray make arrangements for a chocobo carriage. Alphinaud. Thank you. Though our paths are different, we share the same goal, do we not? Oh, it wasn't a thank you. But of course, dear sister, that which we are just achieved together stands as testament to that fact. Whatever path we choose to take, our hearts shall ever lead us to the same end. Of that I am certain. Thank you. Oh, there it is. There is a place that I would visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? Oh, it's all like burned off. But first, I do believe a change of garments is in order. Oh, damn, where are we? Yo, I look so good with that robe. Damn. One robe, what a difference. The landscape is the same. Of course, there's no reason that it would be otherwise. Though it would be poetic for the fragments to magically disappear, I am well aware that they shall remain long after you and I are gone. Oh my gosh, is that J-Way? What was that laugh? It was the same laugh. Oh, it was just a kid. The world may change irrevocably, but life shall ever go on. Let us take a closer look, shall we? I do look a little warm with that robe in the sunlight. Just a tad bit. I have no doubt that Alphanel would do an admirable job concealing the truth, and such truths as were revealed in those dark depths will never see the light of day. I myself agreed that it must be so. The thought that the people of Eorzea shall forever remain ignorant of their savior, of your deeds. The injustice of it is almost too much for me to bear. How typical. Ever the heroine. Even so, I cannot deny that I feel better for your reassurance. At a certain point, you just end up reading too many words. But I want you to know that I will never forget. You are the one who freed Grandfather's soul and saved Eorzea from Bahamut's wrath. And though these great deeds would never be remembered in song, their consequences will be felt forevermore by every soul who calls this realm home. Yes, this spot will do. For Grandfather, Nail, and the dragons of Meracidia, for all those who were taken by the calamity. Aww. At long last, our struggle with Bahamut is over. The realm, given new life through the prayers and sacrifices of countless souls, may look to a brighter tomorrow. Bum, bum, bum. When the dust of our adventure has settled, I shall embark on a journey. I mean to find my own reason to fight for Eorzea, and when I do, I will fight with all my being. You have done so much for me, Epicombe. One day, I hope to be able to repay you in kind. I have no doubt but that you will continue to help those in need, and grow ever stronger in so doing. I shall endeavor to do the same, and if the 12 are kind, I hope one day to become Eorzea's sword in the darkness, as you are. Come what may, you may rest assured that I will not be outdone by Alphinaud. Sibling rivalry. My character's like, yeah, you go, girl. When next we meet, I promise that I will not disappoint you. Till that day, fare you well, my friend, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh man, this is where she goes on her own journey? Goodbye. Bum. Oh, oops, that's the Duty Complete song. Ooh, what a journey. What a journey. Damn. I guess we continue. Actually, I do need to go to the bathroom, but we will continue the MSQ afterwards. I'll be right back. Not poop. Just to signify the amount of time. Right on, Jamesy. We appreciate it. Really do. Hope you have a good night's rest. I am back. And yeah, I saw that discussion in chat earlier. You know, there's definitely stuff that could be allowed in the grayed areas in terms of like potential or like, you know, trivial spoilers, but as it was explained, just to avoid any mishaps down the road, we just keep a blanket rule. So thanks for understanding. It's not for the sake of being a pain in the ass, it's rather to avoid it in the future. With single player games it's a bit easier because right once I finish it I can be like, all right, I'm done with it, like, you know, share whatever you want. With this, I mean, there will probably come a time, I assume. It's just that I guess it'll be much later. But yeah, appreciate it. It's worked out for us so far. Alright. Right, so I said I'm gonna stick with Red Mage until... So my Paladin's 55. So until my MSQ becomes 55. Got it. No worries, and that is also totally understandable. Two-way street. So now I need to go speak to Alpha now. Only 7 years. Wowee. Oh wait, actually, okay, hold on. Let me initiate this quest, and then I do have to organize my inventory. That is something that must be done. Chat, I'm like Still feeling good. I might. I mean, it's New Year's. Might pull an all-nighter. We'll see. The situation is not wholly unexpected. So this is, we're back to like, merchants want to help us, but they want help in return. It would seem I've reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, Epicome. Alphino, Epicome, is aught amiss? You desired counsel, and so you shall have it, Minfilia. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn must leave Ul'dah. We must do what? So long as we remain within Ul'dah territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetheryte? They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause. Which is why it and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. Oh my gosh, we're moving? If Ul'dah is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length, and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. Mordana. Revenant's Toll, to be precise, it lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ul'dah and her people over the years, but I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Ul'dah is our home, Alphino. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much your family as... That will be all, Alphino. Wow. I am sure you have some familial affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no, I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I cannot very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. Wait, what was he? Oh, wow. That's huge. Yeah, that's cool that they mentioned that. The no ether, right? Okay, let's start this so we know where to go. Cooking sherry. Leave Ul'dah? Has it truly come to this? Oh, Epicome, pray attend to Alphino. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphino waits upon you. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. Alright, Minfilia. Confound it, she knows what must be done, and still she hesitates, all because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Philomen was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Oda. She was a performer of singular talent, and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlian minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Aha. Minfilia, too, struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Philomen's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate, for whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Philomen is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Elude, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Minfilia's heart might be assuaged. I mean to set forth for Laodicea at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Gigaruju as to the veracity of these rumors. Okay. Costa del Sol. Beach episode. I mean, it shows they care. A lot of times, sometimes loose ends are just there because, you know, the team, the writers, like, just can't keep track of all of it, especially once it gets, like, really expansive, but... Wow. Look at this guy. Nice view, though. Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my Mikote muse, why have you forsaken me? Titan's bane, I mean Epicombe, what brings you to my humble resort? Philomen? You mean to tell me the goddess-made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress? Gads, woman, if I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Oh, for shame to think that she now plies her trade for the riffraff off to the west, or wherever she said she was going. It's a tragedy, I say. West, is it? Thank you, Master Gigaruju. Your information will serve us well. That said, there are any number of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks, and see if any witnesses might have some knowledge to spare. I'll be most appreciative if you could travel on to Wineport. Burglint. Well, if it isn't Epicombe, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe the pleasure? Ah, yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold, to give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly, I had no choice but to eject her from the premises. Interfering with tastings, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Wait. Oh. I love morning time in the world on the open world map. It's very pretty. Eh? You want to know if I've seen a Mikote lass by the name of Philomen? I wish. I haven't seen a lass of any description for far too bloody long. Well, excepting yourself, of course. Shamani Lomani. I see you have had many grand adventures since last we spoke, Epicombe. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago, one does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar, reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully, and then head east after crossing the bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent. Go, go, go. Straight south. Look at the little bear butt. That could sound wrong. The grizzly bear's butt. There we go. Didn't quite think that one through before I said it. I assume this is me. Oh, hello. Wait, what am I? I am a red mage. Oh, it's dead. What? No, it does. Grizzly. You know what? Whatever. I am in your doubt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gubu's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make a perfume, you see, and I... Philomen? I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? It appears you've already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. The songstress of old Da, I presume. Minfilia, or should I say Acilia, is looking for you. Acilia? You are the very picture of health, milady, yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You'll be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me, more than you know, but tell me, sojourns in the forest of Lanicia aside, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we all have that which we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wineport, say? Don't need to do that. Gladly spend 144 gil. This is not... Oh, I can scarcely begin to imagine what emotions will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. Bong has made her peace and is ready to reunite. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I have kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. You know, for a secret base, we do allow a lot of people to visit us there. Oh wow, free TP. The Carlians. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no wonder they knew. Antecedent, you have a guest. I mean, yes, there was a possessed traitor, but... Lamin? Oh, that's her real name? Asilia. I haven't seen her like this in years, Epicone. Yo, how are things going with Tataru and Wedge? I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead. What kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me as I always knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. And continue it you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I am so proud of you, Asilia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. Celestia perfume, you remembered. How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If ever I lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. Yep, I did. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Epicome, however. I could not have made it without her. Thank you, Epicome. Thank you both. There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. All these years you kept it. My father was a member of the Alamigan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Old Daw. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lamin who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I am no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear that there is much I do not know, about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lamin as a gift. She said it was beautiful, but there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Asilia, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come, and how much further you must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could ever have hoped. You have succeeded where I failed, and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have yet to do, and of what it may entail. Asilia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. Lamin? You built it once, Asilia. You can build it again. You can build it again. And this time, we'll do it together. Truly? Wow, finally. Alpha, now, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toll, as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions, and send word to the students of Baldesion. Preparations begin at once. Wow, moving day. Wow, what if she was just a hired actor that Alpha No hired? A paid actor. These I should wear, right? Much better. It is all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toll, but there's so much to be done, and in so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for this support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships, blah 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 blah, would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters. Oh. You need not concern yourself with such matters. Really, Alphino, if I need concern myself with anything, it is surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps, I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am, nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll. Friggin' know-it-all. We're just bringing everybody to our secret base. It is an honor, Antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphino, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. It does. Madam, unless I am much mistaken, you are the one known as Epicombe, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance. Slaffborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. Hold on. The cutscene's not done yet, so I'll read that after. Because I have the autoplay thing on. Well, well, it would seem your reputation precedes you. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll with all haste as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. We will speak again anon. Something to help you as long as you get your gear for yourself. Names of the gear give you an idea. Paladin, you would want fending gear and casting gear. Having items that directly correct the job you're gearing up gives you the most relevant stats. Oh, in the actual name, like ring of fending or whatnot. Gotcha, or fending ring of whatever. Gotcha, gotcha. Ah, Epicombe, were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alphino has just returned, and it would seem there's something he would share with us. Thank you. I'll have to keep an eye on that. That is common in MMOs. I just haven't been paying attention, but perhaps it is time. This is like part of, I guess, the pros and cons. Well, it's not really a con, but it's what happens when I just kind of streamline it and get just the help I need. You're here. Good. The negotiations are concluded. And our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordana, the Rising Stones. The Waking Sands, the Rising Stones. A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I had come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. From the waking sands to the rising stones, passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Reborn included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise, antecedent? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Oh, thanks for admitting that. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what we stand for. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in so doing I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire. To you, my fellow scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead. I look so good in Red Mage gear. Great, I say, yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them, as we have time and again. United as one. Ninja. Oh, in terms of like accessories? Got it. There must be some way. Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Philemon to teach me the basics of mining too. What? Why was that zoomed in on? Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alphinaud, I mean. It was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties. Truly his sense of timing rivals even our own. Or even your own. Setting such mysteries aside, I have a task. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slaffborn. They concern our forthcoming move. For tattoo exposure. Mordana. Wait, is Mordana? Okay, yeah, this is where we... Gotcha. Oh, I like this town. I was told to expect a scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long. Epicome, you have something for me, yes? Let's see. Yes. Everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? With that, we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. I jest. I see. Okay. I see. Okay. It's possibly... Oh no, not another one. Oh, what is this? Oh, a minion. Back to do the work of a dozen men, I see. Even I can appreciate that an important woman such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you'd been keen on having a look around the Scion's new home. See that impressive structure? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. May get a bit raucous, but I imagine it'll be as good a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Is that you, Epicome? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania. It would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste. Is everything quite all right, friend? I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear this is no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries, you can rest assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. Pray return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters. Yeah, no, I think it's hilarious. They're like, oh, we can finally do this. And I'm like, what? I mean, also with the amount of like side content you could do in the middle, it's probably expected. Oh, what are you? No. Making sense. That little snowman. Oh, that's the straight up 24 man. Okay. Just so we're very clear, it's not because it seemed difficult. It just seemed not currently necessary. And like a great distraction. I'm all for trying harder content. For anyone and everyone wondering like if I'll try like harder versions of stuff, I would love to. Just not at the moment. A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordana. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixal summoned Gerudo again? Or may have Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Yo, Shima! Happy New Year, almost. It is the New Year here. Not quite for you yet, but getting there. Just about 12 hours.